So, brother, today, like one guy asked me, Dennis, can you talk about music, shroom, visualization? And this guy's a G, so I'm gonna reply to him with this video because I think this is a beautiful, beautiful topic. And actually, also in the calls, in the coaching calls, so many guys ask me about like how, like what do you think, what do I think about all the external tools, we can say, of course, except of the visualization, of what do you think of the external tools that influence your vibration, that influence your state, that influence your emotions. Okay, what do I think about that? So first of all, I want to say you that, first of all, I'm gonna drink water. Wait. First of all, I'm gonna say to you that there are periods, okay? There are moments when I do certain things, there are moments where I don't do certain things, for example, with music, but what I wanna start with is that life, it's about being. Okay, that's all we know. Life is about being. It's about being the guy. It's about being, like, attracting things, manifesting stuff. It's about, actually, it's pretty easy because you just need to understand what's your goal, who is the person who attracts those things, okay? Because we know that you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. So what you want, who is the person that attracts those things, and then be that guy. Be the person. Think, feel, and act and believe like that person. Okay? So if we know that it's about that, so many guys ask me, Dennis, so why, like, is it okay if I put music? Is it okay if I do like microdosing or shrooms or stuff like that? Let me start by saying that I tried all of those things out there. Not ayahuasca, I didn't try ayahuasca, but I've been trying to use meditation songs for visualization. There are moments when I don't. I've been using songs all the day, like working with songs, working with binaural beats, and working in silence, and like training with that. Like I've done mushrooms. Okay, so what I can say to you is that, at least that's my experience with things, that you need to have a certain level of balance, because sometimes you need external stimuli to remind you of what is possible to achieve in terms of emotional state. Okay, like for example, for me, I use shrooms, and I still use, like, now I'm not in Mexico, I don't have my shaman John Gab, if you're watching this video, with me. That's my coach, that he's like, he showed me how to use shrooms and how to do things. So I use shrooms as a tool to go deep, but then I find a way. I don't use them again to go like that deep. No, because then we can say that I unlock this level. So I work till I find a way to achieve that state again. Now, if I want, I can tap into the, I don't know how to describe it, but I can feel it. I can remember the feeling. I can remember and tap into that feeling again. And the same for music. Like, you don't want to hear music all the day, brother, because music influences your, first of all, you gotta be very, 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 very careful with what kind of music you hear. Because if you listen to all types of music, especially like music with words, with a lyric, you gotta be selective with what they say in the song. For example, for me, I don't hear a lot of songs because I know that those are people who like sold their soul to the devil, or like they speak about stuff that doesn't resonate with me, that are like negative frequencies. So I'm very, very, very selective. And also that the moment I understand that the external stimuli is becoming a drug, that's the same moment when I stop doing that. Okay, for example, when I see that I'm drinking a lot of coffee, okay, too much coffee, then I stop. I stop and I stay, for example, 1 week without coffee, you know, and to control the drug effect. So, for example, shrooms, I did shrooms a lot, and then I meditated, for example, for 3 days. Like after I did shrooms, I stayed 3 days in silence to meditate till I achieved the mushroom state without mushrooms. Okay, this is strength, because sometimes we need the external stimuli that will break our beliefs around what is possible or not. For example, I study my competitors, or I study agencies like mine in other countries, or I study other businesses to understand what is possible or not. I mean, you don't need to do that, but this is a tool that so many, like we actually, I think that if you don't study other people, if you don't see like how fast they grow, like you stay too much in your mind and you only believe what you do, so you don't do thing more than, like, you can't grow at a certain level. You need somebody as a guide. You need somebody who did more than you, okay? You need somebody who's like, who did more than you. You need somebody who is richer than you. You need to stay with people who are faster than you if you run. You need people who are sharper than you if you play chess, example, okay? So this is the way that you can break the belief. You can break what you believe is true. You can break what you believe is possible, okay? So for me, for example, shrooms are the same. Or songs. Okay, there are certain moments, it's not that I don't feel good and then I put, like, this is the difference. Like normal people, like, what do? They feel bad and they put the song in a way that change their state. No. I feel good, I'm fucking amazing, and then I put the song. It's not the opposite when I do, okay? Of course, normally I tend to stay in silence. I spend long hours, days sometimes in silence, no music. I remember, like, music was a strong dope, like it was a strong drug to me, like literally. Like, and I see certain guys out there, like, they walk with the earpods, like 24 hours with the AirPods, with listening to music and rap songs, and not even like the old rap songs, but like the trap, those things like that's have a very, very, very low energy, so many of them. So what happens is that external stimuli actually influences our internal state. So if the moment you feel bad, for example, and you put the song, or you feel bad and you do shrooms, or you do those things, and you do those things from the lack of control of yourself, you teach your body to need the external stimuli to change yourself. Instead, I always do the opposite. I'm always in the control of my state. I'm always in the control of my state. And I put the music sometimes, of course, selective, certain types of music, and I'm always observing my state. Okay, I use it as 10xing what I am, but not as going from negative to positive, but from positive 10 to positive 100. Okay, and then I stop it, like, just for a while. But then the moment I feel like it's getting a little bit a drug, and you feel it, okay, you feel it because you want the next one. It's the moment you, for example, you start skipping songs, and no, I want the other. You're looking for more dopamine. In that moment, that's exactly when I stop. That's exactly when I stop. So yeah, I remember the same thing with shrooms. When I did shrooms, the first time I think I did 2 grams. And the second time I did 4.5 grams. It was fucking a lot. And then I wanted to do more and more and more and more and more, you know? And that's when I said to myself, no, stop, control yourself, go in meditation, you know, implement those things. Like, you need to have the external stimuli, but then take the feedback inside and learn. And okay, like, I read my visualization. It's not like I'm in the super high state when I read the visualization. I drag it all the day. I feel like I'm intentional. People are intentional 5 minutes when they read the vision. I'm intentional all the day. And now I have the balance with being intentional and having letting go. That's the balance you want to have. And yeah, so that's my perspective on external things that change your internal state. So I think that actually you need those things to break certain beliefs, but then you need to be able to control your mind and always keep the control in your mind. For example, with music, I stopped listening music. When I stopped, I stayed probably 6 months without music, and I remember the first moment when I listened to music again, it was like, ah, shit, that's not even, like, I didn't like it anymore. I didn't like it. It was like flat. I don't know how to say it. It was like, no, I don't want it. So, and in that period, I remember being in a super peaceful state. Okay. And another thing I want to say is that you want to be able to think, like, thoughts are the tool to select the sector of the quantum field, and then you attune there by feeling the emotions. So once you organize yourself, once everything is set up, like you have a perfect strategy, you have a strategy, and now you are about to start working and do things, then you want to stop thinking and you want to start feeling. Like, for example, when I train, I don't want to think other things, or there are certain moments when I want to, but normally I don't want. I just want to feel it. Okay, so I put the music to be there, 100% focus there. I can also do that without music. I can. It's just in some moments I just like to, So also remember to allow yourself to decide the state you want to be in, and then 100% that, 100% X that, okay? 100% X that, 100X that, okay? 10X that, whatever it is. So yeah. So nothing, those are just my reflections on shrooms, on music, on external stimuli. And yeah, remember to be the one to control your mind, because if you don't control your mind, then the external world environment is a drug. And when the external environment is a drug, this external environment changes your brain. And when the external changes the internal, then, my brother, you're a victim of your reality. Okay? So, and the opposite is that if you don't allow yourself to be yourself sometimes, and not sometimes, to be yourself always, and sometimes to feel things and to music, and okay, it means that you are not letting yourself to be yourself. So you're not letting yourself to express yourself. So you're scared of not having, you're too attached to the result, and you have probably low self-worthiness, my bro. Okay, so remember to have a certain level of balance, and see you tomorrow, man. Bye, brother.